And I do think school will be able to resume in the fall, but I don't think this school year there's going to be any significant attendance. Maybe in the summer people would do something special, but that would be very hard to do. As you say, most of the private schools, they're used to online. They've made sure all their students have the device and the connectivity. Different school districts have decided some don't do online learning because it would be unjust in terms of the kids who don't have access. And so that's really a dilemma. There are philanthropists, Ray Dalio, Jeff Bezos, and many others who are trying to fill that gap, get some devices and connectivity out there. But, in the end, the low-income students will be hurt the most by these school closures. I would say at the end of May, but the discussion of which activities bring societal value and how much risk of rebound they bring, that's something everybody should participate in. And I'm starting to write up my thoughts about that over the next week. I don't think going to big, say, public sports types events, that the economic benefit relative to the risk, that will work out until we're back in normal times. I do think manufacturing, construction, schools, where you adopt protocols that are helpful there. We see most businesses in China opening up. We see places like South Korea, who had a medium-sized epidemic, able to run things. And so really, how do you draw that line for that period that's going to be longer than we want it to be? That eventually the government's going to have to take all the expert input and create a new regime for what's going on that's extremely sensitive to how well it's working through the quick turnaround prioritized testing. There's an approach called RNA vaccine that people like Moderna, CureVac, and others are using, that in 2015 we'd identified that as very promising for pandemics and for other applications as well. And so if everything goes perfectly with the RNA approach, we could actually beat the 18 months. We don't want to create unrealistic expectations. The efficacy of vaccines in older people is always a huge challenge. It turns out the flu vaccine isn't that effective in elderly people. Most of the benefit comes from younger people not spreading it because they're vaccinated.